Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run. First down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby, high five. Let's go. Strong right.
Yeah, 52. Liz.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
52. Alert. 58 Mike.
Out of the gun, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Rip.
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimum gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Liz.
From the gun, here's Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tight end right, tight end right. Pull down, pull down.
Carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
You got four. You got four.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. It's caught by Funchess. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Here they come, here they come, here they come.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, baby.
Greg!
53 is the mic.
Hey!
Hey, here we go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey.
Check it back, check it back.
Touchdown, Carolina! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
There we go, there we go. There we go. That's it.
Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Rip, Liz!
Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
Double!
A shotgun snap for Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, slot!
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
3rd and long, it's Smith. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Come on, come on, come on.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's rock now.
They'll run. Anderson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from the 1. Now Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken short. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Smith operating from the gun. And he will find his man for the first time. Demaryius Thomas. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Smith. From the gun, he'll throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Smith now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
You guys go 52.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. From the gun, here's Newton. Can't find him. He lost the football. It's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
On first down, this is Geis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, gun.
We got 4.
Set. Wide, 80.
Check nickel.
Yeah, 52. 35. I got it.
They'll run it here with Piron. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
Liz. I said. Liz.
Power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
But you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Go.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Gun.
4 down.
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
4 down. Check. 4 down. Check.
That's rock now. Green.
They give it to Anderson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Seal that.
Green.
Single receiver. 8. Single receiver. Mike by 4.
Out of the gun, Newton. looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. And here come the Redskins now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rush shift. Rush it.
To throw on second down. Smith over the middle. It's Thomas. And down he'll go at the 25. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. Tackle can't get very far. Stopped short of the 30. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Crash down, crash. Come on, run. Last stop.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Here's Smith to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, slot.
Operating from the gun. Smith over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. On first down, it's Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Move on.
Smith now throwing again. Sheds off the tackle. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
5. You got 50. 12, 12, 12.
Smith looking to throw on second down. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Smith now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Regular.
Now Smith operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Single, slot.
12, 12, 12.
Mike, check. 59.
Let's go. 15, yeah.
From the gun, Smith. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton forced out to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the ground, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And he gets gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Steps away to his left. Finding room to the 20. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Handoff comes to Anderson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey. Four down. Gun.
They'll try the air now with Newton. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, four down.
Newton now to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. The big fella, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton and Olsen over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch 20.
You're set. Like 80. Like it hot.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
Come on now.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Do some. Great. Hey.
Get him. Let's go. Hey, we got
A shotgun snap for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. And the Texans have scored to add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, we are
Orange.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
52.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Smith to throw again. In the middle, open is Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Let's go. 15. Settle down, huh?
Hot.
52. Alert.
They'll hand it down to Geis. Ready to run. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made there by Mike Adams, a strong safety.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Five. We got 50.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, here's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Smith finding his big tight end Reed for a Redskins first.
No, right. Yellow. Hey, gun.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Rip Liz.
Smith now to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. K1 short. coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st down, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Newton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
52.
To throw again, Smith. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Now Smith. Over the middle of the play. That's Richardson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Smith now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. SOS.
Here's Geis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
5. We got 50.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37.
4 down. Check.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Newton now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. He goes underneath for Anderson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again is Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Go.
To the air again, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Again, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
You got 4.
Fullback trying to push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Gano now to add the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, on.
Now a give running left is Geis. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Right. Hey, on.
Smith now to throw, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now, how do you play it offensively? We'll find out.
Express!
Back to throw. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Gun.
One last throw here for Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Washington, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.